Rising tonight, and we want to show people the view from the first alert chopper today. A change in winds could send those plumes to different areas, as Patrick was talking about. First alert Chief Meteorologist Jim Valdez joins us now. I know you're watching for what could happen overnight as well.
Yeah, and it all has to do with the wind direction. The winds will take that plume from where it's happening right now to the next, and we're going to see a change in wind direction. Therefore, instead of seeing that plume of chemical smoke east and southeast of Conyers, it's expected to shift west of Conyers, which would take it into Fulton County. For today, the air quality, at least right now, it is good. Winds, for the most part, light and variable. They've been from the northwest and west over the past couple of days, but we are going to see that wind direction shift. In fact, I want to fast forward into tomorrow and notice those winds shift from the west. So Conyers, we're going to see that plume of smoke possibly be pushed to the west, which would put it over Fulton County. And those winds coming from the east will bring that plume possibly through Sunday. So possible Fulton impacts. Could see a little bit of a haze in the air, something we really haven't seen much of, at least over Fulton County. Possible chlorine smell, and the effects and impacts could last through Sunday, with the most likely impacts being in the early morning hours. We'll talk much more about that wind direction, the weekend, and some possible rain in the forecast. Live at 5.